different picture. If you saw one like what you're doing in your first prompt earlier, like that, what's that, the video Mars thing in your PDF, and say, oh, I that one's kind of viral. NASA, Mars, Curiosity, whatever. So again, whatever you're doing, you just simplify it to basically two inputs. One, whatever you want this template to do, and keep on editing it until you get your final results. And this is the video.
The slow motion is the easy part. It's the landing that gets tricky.
So this is just a short one, but you can create like duration 8 seconds, whatever you want. You can create, hey, I want the video screen to look like, bigger or portrait or whatever. And you could even change it to a resolution, whatever you want to. You want HD, 4K, whatever. Everything's already created in this template. So literally, from all the steps that you've done, you just need to plug it into this ideas agent and then just play it. And the one that you're putting your prompt earlier on page prompt is basically like what you just did, your script. Yeah, exactly. Like give me a prompt basically. I think it's in your PDF page. Where is this? Right after your step one long 15 minutes video, hard to do kind of thing. This is already, yeah, we built this in the back end to basically kind of do the settings for you. You don't have to do anything on the system message. Really just this part right here. Once you put this in, so basically you could even give it a shot and then you could just do execute the steps. And then it goes through all this motion. It will log your idea, so at least it knows this is the output, what is going to be kind of doing the idea, and your idea basically stays the same. So this is what kind of give you a preview by a text what your video is going to look like. So this one, Neo and Trinity holding, or a astronaut from Mars doing whatever, and then you just basically type in whatever you want to say on this blog and say, hey, on the system message, do this. I want you to kind of tell that whatever you want to say, this is going to be your audio or what you want the video to say or your content basically. So it's just a part. And yeah, the audio portion is going to be here. Yeah. Then we'll show you, we'll train you on how to do this. So you don't have to basically say, we're not just gonna give you this like, hey, run this. So our package is basically we'll train you how to do this, get you comfortable, and then once it's done, it's like, okay, I want to go ahead and change this. That's where we come in and change the back end of the system messages. The format, here's the caption, here's what your character is going to be saying, whatever it is. And then we can change the environment too. So for example, like, hey, I don't really like that, the astronaut and the moon. Maybe I can change that from moon. So see this environment, rooftop, green code rain, Neo Trinity, cinematic realism with handheld selfie stick. You could actually change all that. Like, hey, instead of moon, let's change this to Saturn. Let's change it to Mars with a rover, whatever you want the environment. So here's your caption, here's the idea, and the environment. You actually describe where you want your characters to be. It doesn't have to be in moons. Like, hey, I want to be in, I don't know. I want this to capture like what happened to the recent event, like Maduro being captured. I don't know, something like that. And somewhere in Venezuela, going to Florida, it doesn't really matter. So the output is what you actually want to say. So it's almost like you're trying to draw, and you don't have to create this. I mean, you could do the same process like what you're doing. So you just need to know, it's like, oh, I don't really like that environment. Let's go ahead and change the environment to, instead of rooftop, I just want this rooftop to be in, I don't know, in the streets of New York, somewhere. Yeah. So this don't since it's already a template that we already created, you don't have to keep on recreating this. So it's a simple of, the idea, what you want your video to look like, and who what kind of character you want to be in. It can be me and Jeremiah or your picture that we can change that to you actually talking instead of somebody else's. Final output is this.
Honestly, the slow motion is the easy part. It's the landing that gets tricky.
So you can describe the rain in the background. We can remove the rain. We can remove the color. We can put her in Mars. It's really up to you. I mean, you could put whatever here. This is just 8 seconds. I just did it for because it's gonna take a longer time to create the video. You can put 60 seconds. It doesn't matter. You can put 5 minutes. Let's say that again. Through your environment, through here. You describe what the environment is gonna look like right here on a selfie stick. Yeah, it's same. Just think about it. Exactly the same thing like what you're doing in your first, in your PDF, whatever. Where is it? You just need to just think about it as you're describing the environment. So if you saw like in your first page, you have this NASA Mars Curiosity image. If you like that, you can basically use a translation or whatever you use right now. Say, hey, can you turn this to like a text? Describe this picture. Yeah. Yeah, this you don't have to do a video prompt. I mean, it's split on two different sides in our platform. So you don't have to do voiceover, you don't have that. Describe the video that you want, and then we put whatever what they're trying to say. No, you can just put it in a summary. So you can just say, hey, I want Ray to basically talk about cybersecurity, blah, blah, whatever you want the character to say, it will say it. Yeah, you don't have to keep on cutting it in every single time. So you can basically put this in one paragraph and say, hey, Ray, I want you to basically, for our audience, this is the script that I want you to say. And it will basically, I mean, there you go. We can plug this in on that template and then she will just say that. Then you can describe the environment. It doesn't really matter what. Yeah, you can put yeah, I mean, it's really up to your imagination on what kind of character, male, female, soldier. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, so at least it kind of cut down on your um cutting, pasting, and doing all this. Yeah, before, like maybe a year ago, yeah, that's how kind of people do it. But all these kind of automation and integration that we have now that it makes it a lot easier. Plus, the newer model of AI, it's actually you don't have to keep on like this is the caption. You gotta go ahead and do this for the video. So that's all kind of put together today. So it'll make a lot easier for the creators to create what they wanted, all the way to the environment behind the scene. So you don't have to be stuck on Mars rover Curiosity. It's like I want with something else. Yeah, but yeah, exactly. So it's going to be testing. And then, like we said, once you get our package, we train you also. We tweak it on how you wanted it. The only thing is basically the N8N. You don't have to build a server. We'll also walk you through on creating your account. We'll give you the template so you can actually use it yourself. You don't have to use ours, and it's free. Their environment is free. So you don't have to do like pay for monthly or anything like that unless you're doing something crazy that needed like 1,000 integration. But for we believe what you wanted, it's simple and we'll walk you through the registration. We'll provide you the template, and then we can keep on tweaking based on you wanted to. And it includes the few sessions or training once you get comfortable, and then we can kind of leave you, and then you could just do whatever you need with the videos. Yep. If you kind of like it, so we'll send you the template and everything else, the work that we done, including the training. It's 699 or 700 bucks, but that's yours. You don't have to, we don't resell those. That's just specifically for your template. We're not going to use it for somebody else because every use case for us is kind of different. The training, the hours that we spent, including the template, is 699. Yes, sir. The in terms of platform, I mean, you already have Google or Gemini. That's the only thing that you're gonna use. And like what I said, their platform is free. Will train you on how to do this. Use their platform. Again, you have our template, so you don't have to start from scratch. You can just say, okay, I already have a template. Let me go ahead and customize it the way you wanted to. Then we can train you using your own instance. You don't have to use ours. Um, we could do like halfway because we spend a lot of time on the template building it. That's the only thing because like that's hours for us that we spent. For you, it's just basically plug and play. So we don't want to give the template out for free if hopefully you understand because that's our kind of bread and butter to basically kind of like, I mean, you've seen how it works. I mean, I can create a video for it, but it's just we can't give the template away for free. I mean, yeah, that's our work. So do whatever you want to do with it, and plus including the training that we're giving you. But the template is, that's how we make our money from the template, because that's where we spend all of our hours. The rest is like integration, the training. We could train you to do that, but if you have a template, if you want to do it yourself, we could train you, but the template is where we spend most of our time. Yeah. 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 Enterprise photo compared to Mars. New six. I mean, I can give it a shot. Let me see. But it looks like this is a combination of voice and video, no? Because it looks like somebody's talking. Like as we wrap up, and I mean, I can describe. Look at the blade of glass. Well, let's do this. So split it out. Let's say this is what I want to look like, and this is what I want them to say. Because this, yeah, they're talking about the Martian. It looks like somebody was talking planet B. Is it ready for us? Mars is fixer upper. It will take 1,000 years to renovate. The first, it looks like somebody's talking. I mean, I could describe this, and then it will kind of generate us the environment. Then we can just put somebody in it talking about it. Yeah. So just just to think about it, and like what I said is, if you want a picture of Mars, we just need to describe it in our platform or in a template saying, okay, I want a picture of Mars that looks like, you kind of describe what you've showed us. And then we can insert a description of two guys, three guys, even a Yeti in Mars that's talking about something. Um, that's not the hardest part. It's just basically, I think if you're um trying to describe it a little bit more, is the hardest part is really you're gonna go ahead and describe what you wanted to see in your video, including what they want to say. But if we don't have that, we can easily kind of translate that and say, okay, do this. There's going to be like a lot of trial and error. What we're trying to provide is kind of shorten the length of, your 2 days to a couple of hours. Yeah. Yeah, we could do that, or we can even change. Oh, we thought Mars is red, but it's actually not red. Maybe orange. We can you can change the color. I want to see Mars in this color. I want to put Yeti in Mars or another rover, and then all of a sudden two space guys or two guys in a suit talking about something. It's just more on for us. It's more like describe what you want to show. And then, of course, it's not going to be 100% right away. And then this where you come in to basically like, I want to go ahead and change this to something else. You know, change this guy to a female or to a combination, maybe five guys marching. I don't know, something. It's just really within your mindset. Um, One part that we love the most is not constrained on something. You can make it like, hey, I want it to look like this video. You describe that video and then you keep on adding to it based on how you want it. There's really no restriction. It's really up to your imagination or your whatever, how you want your video to show. It's kind of funny too, because I was just playing with uh, Jeremiah and I were going back and forth that we just took somebody's picture, actually our picture. Let me see if I can do this. Uh, Hey Jeremiah, you mind? I'm just gonna go ahead and share it um, with Dr. Ramos. So let's see here. And we're just trying to build something for like our cybersecurity awareness kind of thing. Let me see here if I can do this. Uh, where did it? Uh, it's really up to you. If you want to go ahead and give it a shot or give it a try, give us some ideas. Maybe we could start working it. If you commit to whatever you want to commit with us, I mean, like what I said, that's our price, and then
We must prioritize cybersecurity awareness at every level.
Absolutely.
The hack happened an hour ago. They've accessed everything and locked the system down.
I mean, this is just our pictures that it's not even a video that we sort of kind of edit and then make the AI kind of munch in with the different um videos too. And again, it's not something that we got off of YouTube. It's just again, it's just a description, so it kind of
We must prioritize
So it looked
cybersecurity
like
awareness
this.
at every level.
Absolutely.
The hack happened
So
an
it's
hour
just
ago.
kind
They've
of
accessed everything and locked the system down. We must prioritize.
and like what I said, it's sort of really unlimited on what you want the platform to do for you. So the next step is basically if you want to go ahead and do it, like what we said, we'll just basically we already have some of send us a couple of more additional video. Maybe we could just kind of see like, hey, this is what we have based on the information you give. The one that you put in the chat is sort of a mix of if you have the actual video itself, maybe that will help us kind of speed up a little bit instead of dissecting on um the actual text that you gave us. Maybe we can do it that way, and then we'll just basically send you here's the video, and then if that kind of say again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Send the video to us like, hey, these are the give us three samples of video that you wanted, and then we'll customize the template for you, and then we'll send you the results of the video, and then we can go from there. Just that we'll send you like maybe two or three example. Send us your example, and then we'll do it. We'll create it on what we think what's our the output on our platform. And then if you like it, you decide. If not, then totally your call. Give us a sample of like this is how I want the video. Yeah, send it to us an email and then we can go from there. Yeah, so us, we don't really have to do the scripts anymore. It's just, oh, and you're saying like how you want to go ahead and describe it. Yeah, it's always going to be a challenge. It's almost like, hey, how do I? Well, in your process, he could almost do the same thing, just the first few pages. Um, I found like what you have here, like you have example of 3 new Mars footage. All the step one long 15-minute video and all that stuff, we don't need this. But instead of you sending us, I want my video to look, here's the background, and then I wanted the video to do X. So, or if you already have an example that you already built in the past, that would help us a lot. Uh-huh. Okay, you already sent it to us? No, sir. Okay, I got it. It's the two video uh medical style medical style visualization of radiation effects. Okay, all right. For say that again, Dr. Ramos. Uh-huh. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, like what I mentioned earlier, like what we mentioned earlier, for us is really the work that we did on the template that we're gonna provide you. The rest, like this testing and stuff. I mean, I won't kind of worry about it, but because we already have the template that we wanted, so it's just really a matter of like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. If you want to go ahead and commit, that's still the price. So it's not like we have to recreate the template all over again just to um work on your video. So yeah. So we don't do the video based on, yeah, it's kind of case by case basis, but since we're just creating videos, so we already have a template for it. But let's say, for example, hey, I want this for not YouTube. I want something else to be posted on a website or something like that. So yeah, for videos and stuff for this, we'll give you a test, and then if it came out like how you wanted it, and then you want to go ahead and commit, I mean, it's gonna be the same price. So yeah, don't worry about like we're not reinventing the wheel every single time we have a different client or somebody want us to do, because what we do is basically we create template on the different cases, so from vulnerability to web assessment to anything, and all the way down to creating videos. So yeah, we don't have to recreate templates all over again. Yeah, well, we got your email, so we'll test this out, and then we'll plug this in based on what uh the what you provided us, and then we'll give you the same, your version versus our version, and then you decide from there. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Sounds good.
Yep. No worries. No, get well. Yep. Get well soon. All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Yep. Not a
Thanks,
problem,
everyone.
Dr. Ramos. Thanks, brother. Okay, bye.
Thanks. Bye.